Fight!
Apart from a wide selection of shoot-'em-ups, 2D arcade-style action games were also well represented on Sega's 16-bit console, with games like Contra, Shinobi, and Gunstar Heroes. But there are plenty more titles worth checking out. Ranger X can be described as a run-and-gun 2D action game with some interesting mechanics. The player controls a giant mech to fight off the hostile invaders. The levels vary from free roaming to horizontal and even vertical scrolling stages. In every stage, you have to locate and destroy a number of stationary enemy targets. The controls may take a short while to get used to, as you switch your firing direction with a tap of a button instead of using the D-pad. You can use your jetpack to fly or hover for a limited time. There are also special weapons to obtain, like flamethrowers and heat-seeking missiles. They have their own power gauge that can only be refilled on specific power docks or by sunlight. And if that wasn't enough, you're also accompanied by a support vehicle. Depending on the level, it could be a cyber cycle or a floating weapon platform, which Ranger X can board to switch his special weapon, or drive the cyber cycle through the stage to give you an extra life bar, as well as the ability to shoot homing missiles. It's a unique kind of gameplay that really makes Ranger X stand out from the crowd. Ranger X was developed by GAO Entertainment, which soon after became Nextech, creators of the excellent Mega-Drive adventure Crusader of Senti. Atomic Runner is a side-scrolling shooter by Data East, released in 1992. With his dying breath, Shelnov's father tells him of his secret research, an atomic suit that grants its user superhuman powers, allowing him to thwart an alien invasion and save his sister. You can level up your firepower, fire rate, and range with power-ups, and choose between a number of weapons from lasers to morning stars to homing missiles. The game features some beautifully designed background artwork, including a level inspired by Gaudi's work in Barcelona, which, oddly enough, is called Siberian Snowland in the game. The boss designs are also quite a marvel to behold. There are 7 stages in total, with wave after wave of bizarre creatures, making for an excellent but challenging run-and-gun shooter. Atomic Runner originated in the arcades in 1998, but was titled Shelnov. The storyline was linked to the accident in Chernobyl, which led to some negative feedback shortly after its release. In the Mega-Drive version, all references were removed and the levels were redesigned. Alesia Dragoon was a joint effort between a Japanese animation studio and the small developer called Game Arts, who went on to develop the RPG series Lunar and Grandja. As far as the storyline is concerned, the player must control Alesia and guide her to Baldur's palace to avenge the death of her father. She can use thunder magic to attack enemies, which automatically locks onto the closest target. But after extensive use, Alesia needs to recharge her powers, leaving her momentarily vulnerable. When the thunder magic gauge is fully recharged, she can unleash a powerful attack. Alesia may call upon the help of 4 friendly monsters that can aid her in battle. You can select one at a time, each with their own attack and life bar. But when one of them dies, you'll lose them for the rest of the game, so be careful. The game can be pretty challenging at first, especially since you start out with only 1 life. The trick is to find all the hidden thunder power-ups to make your attack as strong as possible, and use your charge attack at close range for massive damage against the level guardians. For the Western release, the box art went through a drastic change, portraying Alesia as an Amazonian warrior instead of a young sorcerer. Alesia Dragoon is quite a unique classic, but requires a little practice to truly get the hang of. Luckily, like so many Mega-Drive games, these 3 titles are still quite affordable, and a great addition to any Mega-Drive collection. And if you're still looking for more action, here are a couple more suggestions. The Tough as Nails Alien Soldier. The more relaxed-paced action of Roller Thunder 2. The RoboCop-inspired E-SWAT. Or the outstanding hidden gem, Twinkletale. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy classic gaming documentaries like this one, make sure to check out other videos like Secret of Mana, Castlevania, Streets of Rage, or MSX Konami games.